right, what's happening, everybody? We're at the Massachusetts Car Club 3rd annual show in Attleboro, Mass. Got a decent turnout. We had a lot of rain yesterday, so it looks like it might be a little lighter than usual, but I'm hoping they get a good turnout today. I love this show. This club is run by a young man named Mike, who is awesome. Such a good guy, super enthusiastic. They are trying to kind of bring the hobby back to the South Shore with some of the young kids. They get a nice turnout. We were here last fall for their show, and it was a really nice venue. Same thing today. We're gonna have decent weather. It's a little cloudy. It's gonna be a little overcast, but we're gonna run into 70-degree temperatures. So I'm hoping as the day goes along, it continues to get better and better, and they get more and more cars. Again, don't know how we'll do today. Some nice Fox bodies with us. I think we look pretty good. The car's pretty clean. Everything looks solid. It depends on what they're judging under the hood. And we've talked about that all the time. I've talked about I'm not super freaked out about trophies anymore. If we get something awesome, if we don't, we don't. A lot of cool stuff up here. I'm going to go through and shoot some of my favorites. This show might be, a small enough venue where I might be able to hit almost all the cars up here. So I think I'm going to try to do that. And then I will come back and we will talk about maybe 4 or 5 of our favorite at the end of the night. And then we'll wrap it up. All right, guys, let's start with this white GT350 with these amazing looking wheels on the car in that blue that just pops against the white in the car. It looks so good. We got an SN95 with a really cool looking hood scoop. We've got this Mach 1 with a supercharger on it. Really good looking car. I love these wheels. And he did the wider rear tires. It looks awesome. This Camaro coming in sounds great, so we'll shoot this really quick. That thing is mean. So we'll give that a little love as we're going through. Got a Mustang right here. A couple of the newer Mustangs. We've got the 93 Fox body. We've got an Eagle Talon. Now I'm curious if this is the all-wheel drive. These things were pretty badass back in the day, and everyone loved these when they came out. These are pretty neat. So I'm not sure if it is or not, but these were actually a lot of fun, and these were like this was something completely different that people were kind of getting into when they were thinking about that import scene. We've got a nice C4 right here, another Mustang. I like the headlights with the GT500. That's pretty cool looking. Love under the hood. Digging this Trans Am. We shot this one at a Mustang show last year. Really good looking Camaro. Really good looking Firebird right here with the T-tops. We have a nice C6 Corvette. Digging these AMXs right here. So I'm trying to see if they're both AMXs. They are. So they're the smaller versions. Both really cool looking cars. This one's got the 390 in it. So this one right here, Sam 390 board over to 407, 650 horse. Really cool cars. These don't get as much love, and I think they're always a cool style. They're just something that, that fastback style, a little different. I'm digging the style. This one looks really nice too with the big wheels and the big lip in the back, probably a 10.5-inch tire and that gunmetal gray. And then this is more of an original right here. So to see the difference back to back is pretty cool. I like the old Ford trucks, you guys know that, in the long bed, kind of the sportsman. It looks good, the paint looks really good on this. I've shot this truck a couple of times. This thing's so neat. With the matching tractor is awesome. We've got an older Pontiac right here. I know you like, I like these with the hood scoop, pretty different, 48, just so big, the silver streak. This is a monstrous car. Really good looking 57 Chevy in the gold with the white top. Good looking car right here. Pretty original, digging that. Like the little dune buggy here. The paint looks awesome on it, so very cool car. We've got an older truck here, an older Chevy. We've got this Fox body. I like this. We're talking to the gentleman who owns it. It's done a lot of work under the hood. Love the side exhaust. Something a little different again here. That's my Fox. Again, we're not going to go deep into it. You guys all know my Fox. We're not going to cover too much of that. We've got this 05 Chevy Silverado. So this one has a 454 in it. This is pretty cool too. It sounded pretty great coming in. We've got this 57 Cadillac 62. I love these old caddies, and again, I always will talk about this. Got the fins in the back, the 4-door, just a beautiful interior. This thing is awesome with the factory air conditioning. Really cool car. We know the 2 Foxes next to us because we've looked at them. We know the Mustang next to us because we've shot that before as well. We've got another 57 here, convertible with the red interior. Again, really good looking car. So we've got the Super over here. I think I might have covered this at a show last year, but I do like this Gen Super. Again, I think it's super underappreciated, and it's a cool style. I do dig the car. This one looks, it's got nitrous in it too, so this thing looks pretty good performance vehicle as well. Got a Grand Prix over here. I talked about some Grand Prix before. We grew up with these. I'm digging actually this and the Monty next to it. These are both kind of like more drivers. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. This is something you can go out and enjoy on a summer afternoon, take it for a cruise, get on it a little bit, have a whole lot of fun with it. It'd be something unique and different. And you're not worried about, you know, someone if you're getting ice cream or dinner that you get beat up. And the hot rod black on this Monty looks awesome. This thing looks so mean with the side exhaust coming out before the rear tires, plus the flat black. Looks great with the chrome trim rings, with the dog dish hubcap, with the the red wheels. Really good looking car. We've got a nice Monty here. This IROC is the one I believe we shot at the North End Motors only because of the interior. And I think we were talking, she's the original owner on this car. It has over 100,000 miles. And with the antenna on the front, I'm 100% sure this is the same car we saw here. We've got a bunch of newer gen Camaros. Really digging the wheels on this black one. Those wheels look great with the black, with the red SS. Good looking car. Another newer Camaro. All right, so we've got a mid-80s Monty SS. I actually had similar wheels on my 88 that I had. This one looks really nice in the black with just the basic SS badges and not the SS stripes. Gorgeous 55 Chevy. Loving the orange and cream paint on it. Looks great on this car, really sharp. Got a little bit of an older truck here, an old Studebaker. That's cool. How we doing? Good to see you. All right, guys. 51 Studebaker pickup with a Pontiac 400, close to 500. 61 Impala SS, one of the Mass Cruisers owners. I love the car in the blue. This thing's beautiful. Completely redone, but it looks factory, so you can actually enjoy it. Beautiful 65 GTO in the blue. Again, this blue was a really nice color. I'm not going to pretend that I don't know this car because I screwed up at Bass. It was definitely the one I shot in Walpole a couple weeks ago, but again, beautiful car. You know how nice this one is. Really good looking. Now, I think it's a Tempest, Le Mans, excuse me. So 68 Le Mans in that Pontiac green, which is a great color for that time. This is the, so this isn't the competition orange. I'm actually not sure what orange this is from these. I love the C3s. This is really good looking, but I'm not sure what color they call it. The GT350, awesome car. I love the color in the blue with the yellow, the 428 Cobra Jet. Again, I've hit on a couple of these at shows, but great color. I love the style on these, and they're starting to really come up in value now. This is one of our guys from the Bay State Club with his Model A. We've talked to them before. You saw this car last week at the show. We've got a Caddy sedan, 70s, early 80s, 50th anniversary C5. This really good looking Camaro, sounded great coming in with a 540 in it. Monster car. We'll probably come back and talk about that one a little bit. Good looking Monty SS in the white. Same thing, just the Monty SS emblems, no stripes. Digging the car. Don't know a ton about the BMWs, but these are fun. I have a neighbor that has one. He's got like a ton of horse in these. These are pretty neat. Looks like we've got a mid-70s Nova SS, so like a 74 maybe. That's my guess, 75, yeah. So pretty cool in the orange. I shot this at a show last year too, and I didn't know a lot about it, but it is cool looking. You know, with the little tiny wheels, it's just so neat. These imports are pretty cool. This older Rolls Royce, like an 80s Silver Spur is my guess. 90, yep, Silver Spur. So again, the epitome of luxury back in like 1990, with the beautiful seats and the nice thick carpeting and the real wood dashes. You got the plates on the back for the tray tables. Another good-looking 65 convertible in the blue, really clean, really original, newer GT California Special. It's a little hot rod truck. I wanted to check out this crazy hot rod here that was on this Wrangler body that was pretty neat when it came in. It sounded awesome, so I'm gonna come back and take a little bit of a longer look at that later. Really good-looking Chevy pickup in the red and white. We've seen this Dixie Jeep at a couple of shows before as well. Town car? Yeah. It's just the Continental town cars. This is a monster. These are just good luxury from that era. We looked a lot at the Caddies. These are fun too. We've got this big Plymouth wagon with the 360. Got a C8 Corvette. I'm digging the wheels on this one. Look really good on the car. Got a, looks like maybe a second gen GTI. A 350 or 370Z. 350. 1948 Packard. Big, beautiful old American car. Another good looking Camaro SS, first gen with a 350 in the black. This is pretty cool, this little Marilyn Monroe tribute for this 59 Nash. That's a cool car. Something different that you're not going to see all the time. You heard this 427 come in, it sounded amazing. Love the big tires in the back, this thing is great. We've got another beautiful Camaro. We heard this one coming in too. I didn't get to shoot this one, but I love the blower. Great color in this orange copper color. The wheels look great with the slicks. This thing is a really cool car. We got another Monty SS over here. This is our third one. Again, pretty good turnout for Monty SSs, and they're all very clean, all very kind of basic. He has the stripes on his still, but it looks good with the wheels, the little torque thrust with the wider wheels in the back. Very clean under the hood. Good looking car. All right, so I'm gonna do one more quick run through because we have a ton of Foxes here. We've seen this Coyote in the green. This is really good looking. So we have a great selection of Foxes here. This is a really nice group. And again, a lot of these were at Canton a couple weeks ago, but a couple of them weren't. So we've got, you know, 1, 2, 3, we have 6 really clean, really nice Foxes over here. So nice cars. This good looking black 70 Chevelle SS with the 454, black interior, the automatic Cottle induction hood with the white stripes, beautiful car. One of my favorites. I've always wanted a Chevelle SS, and at some point in time I will buy one. This is great looking. This is probably what a style I would go with, and I really like under the hood is it's clean, but it's not like over restored. You know, you've got a couple of chrome bits that weren't have been factory, but it looks pretty original with the orange on the right color on the motor, the brake booster, everything looks right, but it doesn't look like it's crazy. So I really do like this car, and again, always a big fan of the Chevelle SSs and in the triple black. It looks really, really nice. So we got a couple of other first gen Camaros coming in that sounded really good. So this blue one sounded good, and there was a crazy like orange or green one, or one of the other ones I might have missed. Should be coming in just a second. That sounded awesome too. We'll go over and shoot this Impala right here, this Super Sport, as we're waiting for that other Camaro to come in. Yeah, we're gonna shoot this other Camaro. This thing sounded amazing coming in with the green, the white stripes with the blower. This thing sounded really good. What's nice about this show is you get a good mix of Massachusetts and Rhode Island. I love the Hulk plate from Rhode Island is awesome. The thing sounds great. Really good looking car. Sounds amazing. So let's get back over to this Impala. This thing's really nice too. 327 Super Sport 67. 66, yeah. This is really nice too. Digging the color on it. And this blue again, this is kind of the right blue from this, but you can see you get the mirrors, everything's really clean underneath. Under the trunk is really nice. So really nice car. This was that Cobra we shot from the other side, which is pretty nuts, this GT500. This thing's got all kinds of crazy custom features on it. But under the hood was pretty nuts with the mural under the hood, and then you have the headlights covers that he puts on for like the snake eyes, which is pretty cool. But yeah, cool looking car. All right guys, we've had a few more cars come in that I want to hit on. So some other really nice stuff that popped up here. There was a really cool truck that came up here. This little Mazda B2200, I think it had a rotary in it. It sounded like it when it came in. And it was with this Hayabusa. This thing was really cool. And this is a cool little truck with this ridiculous Hayabusa, which is the fastest thing up here. So that's a pretty cool vehicle. That's awesome. So All right, guys, so I was talking to the owner. This does have a rotary in it. He does own the Hayabusa, both really cool. This is kind of neat, and I shot the other card that came in, that Hulk card, but we've got the Bumblebee Camaro. We've got this Hulk Camaro right here, which is pretty cool. We saw when he came in this custom car here with the Hot Wheels and the green paint. Really cool looking car. There's another Cobra that came in here that sounded great, and I love the color in the white with the blue. He's got the red stripe on it. Looks awesome. The color is great on this car. It really pops. Sounded great coming in with the knockoff wheels and the Wildwood brakes, the 427. This is a really good looking Cobra right here too. So great color combination. All right, guys, a couple other cars that came in I wanted to hit on. There's this 51 Ford that had come in. Really clean in the green with the white walls. Looked really sharp. I saw there was a Ford GT that had come in. I'm trying to remember where we went to. It looked awesome with the tan interior. It looks great. Digging these old style mag wheels. Looks awesome on it. But this Ford GT car looked great when I saw it. Love the the silver with the blue is awesome. Nice 67 fastback next to it. It might be a 68 GT, 67, yeah. Good looking car. Great color. We'll hit this last row over here. We haven't got there. We didn't see this Gran Torino earlier, so this is probably a 74 maybe? 72. The 429, wow. That's pretty rare, so that's pretty cool. We've got, let's go down this end and hit on the Chevelle, and we'll come back the other way, and we'll get all the cars all the way through. Another 70, black with the white with the column induction. Good looking Chevelle SS with the 454. I like this GT with the brass wheels, looks really good. Camaro SS 67. 68 Mustang with the 302 with the Kragers. This is good looking in this color as well. We got a little Cougar over here. I think we shot this one at a show last year. We have an amazing amount of first gen Camaros here. We've got a Z28. I shot a really nice pace car here last year. This is a Z28 with the 302, so the one that was designed for Trans Am racing in the white. Really good looking car right here. Got a little high boy hot rod. We've got a 64, 66 Nova in white. There's a little rat rod here that looks pretty cool. We've got an El Camino. We had a nice Chevelle. We saw, Chevelle, a nice GTO coming in. We saw this guy coming in the red, 67. Got a C5 Corvette in the blue. We've got an SJ Grand Prix, which is usually a 428. What? So I don't know the motor on this car. That's pretty cool though. The SJs usually I thought were 455s, but I'm not super familiar with that one. We've got this really good looking El Camino. I think this is the one we saw last year at Bay State. Not at Bay State, I'm sorry, at Endicott for sale. And this was really pretty. I think he was looking for like 30 something grand in the cars. This was really nice. I think we did shoot this last year and it's really good looking. Yeah, he was asking like 30 grand. This is a good looking El Camino right here. Very nice looking car. 57 Thunderbird. We got another Mustang with a 302 next to us, 65 or 66. We got a Dodge Stealth. I want to say this, yeah, it's the RT, so I think it's the all-wheel drive turbo with the little spoiler. I saw this little Jeep pull in too, which is pretty neat. You got these two cool Jeeps. Got a Willys, the old military style, very basic, very cool. So you got a couple of cool old Jeeps here, which are always neat. And then I haven't seen this truck, so I want to go over and shoot this truck as well. So this old 41 GM. This is so cool. This thing's awesome. And again, you guys know my love for these old like industrial style trucks. Really nice. All right, guys, I'm gonna pick out a few of the cars I just think are interesting and fascinating. The first is gonna be this crazy rat rod monster Wrangler setup with a big motor in it, stretched with the cool wheels. This is just kind of a cool, unique hot rod with the Wrangler body style, something you're never gonna see anywhere else. So this is literally a 94 Jeep with a 454 in it. This thing is so cool. Just something completely different that I'm really digging. Again, you're not going to see something like that, you know, anywhere else before. So, and you get the open roof on it, the big wheels. It looks like an old hot rod on a Jeep body. This thing is super neat. So I wanted to share this one up here. All right, the next guys I want to shoot up here with this pair of AMXs. I believe we have a 69 and a 70. One's resto modded, one's pretty original, the 390 in it. These cars are so neat too. This was kind of like really AMC's answer to, you know, the smaller pony cars you had out there. You know, really good looking. I think the style on these is really nice looking. They're both 390s. Again, really digging the factory on this one. This is a 70. And then we have the silver one, which I believe is a 69. It is a 69. And this one, again, has been resto modded with the bigger motor, 650 horsepower, good looking wheels, you know, LED lights, so it's a little different. Again, you can see some of the resto mod, the custom features on it, but I really do dig both of these cars, and this one's a manual, so these are both pretty cool. And you don't see a ton of the AMXs, so I wanted to shoot these because it's just such really cool, couple of, you know, neat, unique, classic cars you just don't see as frequently. You take a look at the grille, and again, this has been customized, so I'm not sure, but you can see the lights in here, the marker lights inside the grille on the 69, and on the 70, they've moved those lights over, so it's a little different on the front end of the 69 and 70 on these AMXs. All right, guys, let's shoot this 69 GT500. I've met these folks at a couple of shows. They're really nice. They have a bunch of awesome cars. They have a Charger or a Challenger. They have a Bonneville. They have a Jaguar, and then they have this. These are really nice. This one's really pretty. This is a gorgeous car, 4-speed, great color combination. Beautiful. They only had it for a short window of time. They get it just recently, so they've had it less than a year. Just a really good looking car. And again, I've talked a lot about these. These are probably my favorite Shelbys, even though I know the 65 and 66s and, you know, obviously the 67, 68s and like the GT500 KRs get more love. This was kind of the year that I think that Ford really took and separated the Shelbys from the rest of the other Mustangs out there with the new front end, the different rear end. It looks so unique. And to see this next to another 69 Mustang, it just looks completely different. Now you have the same basic profile with the fastback, but it's a different style altogether. That front end's, you know, so unique, and I think it's gorgeous on this car, and I love the rear end in these. What Ford did on these, just kind of giving it that completely different look in the back, is absolutely an amazing setup in these cars. So really good looking with that center exhaust, beautiful car. All right, another car that's pretty unique and different that I'm gonna hit. I talked about this a little bit, but this is such a neat truck. So this guy came in, I told you he has a RX-7 rotary engine in it, in his 92 2200 Mazda. I love the paint matching. It's matched to his motorcycle. He has both here with good looking wheels, kind of a dark green that looks more like a black unless you can see it up close with the yellow stripe. This thing is really sharp. We brought it in with this trailer, and what you'll see on this, again, it has this Hayabusa with it. And he wanted to, you know, we were talking, he's a pretty good guy. He's had the Hayabusa for a while. He was just talking about how he likes the style and he wanted to do something different. So to hear a rotary motor come in one of these little pickups is awesome. It just sounds great. And I'm really just digging the style and the uniqueness. I love people that have, you know, kind of put their own flair into what they have. This is kind of just a really cool setup. And again, this gorgeous Hayabusa, just absolutely ludicrous. The fastest thing here today by far. These things are just stupid fast. And this one ties in with the truck. You brought them in together. So just two really great looking cars here. This thing sounds amazing. Wow. Trying to catch you coming in, but it sounds great. All right, guys, so my fifth favorite car up here today, and I haven't shot this one yet, but a 72 Oldsmobile 442 Resto Mod. Beautiful wheels, really clean under the hood, really nice paint, black with silver. This is a great looking Resto Mod that keeps the really cool part of the originality of the 442, but you've added the body colored bumpers in, the wide wheels with the 442 hubcaps, the really nice kind of Resto Modded interior that keeps everything really sharp. This is a beautiful car. Love the black and silver, beautiful under the hood, so definitely one of our favorite cars up here today. That's awesome.
Super nice car.
It is really nice, absolutely. Beautiful car. Congratulations.
Thank you. You're gonna post that, right?
I am, yeah.
I saw you. I saw your video on the
Oh, thank you. Yeah, absolutely.
It was great.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll definitely subscribe. Then you got, so 57. What color do they call that?
Sierra Gold.
Sierra Gold. And you got best in show for best car.
Adobe roof.
Perfect. So Adobe roof,
Yep.
Sierra Gold,
Yep, right.
all original 283 best in show.
Factory air, 1 of 100.
Very nice. Beautiful car. And it will be posted later on today. Oh, wow. Yeah, phenomenal car.
Nothing.
It's beautiful.
Came out of Arizona.
Congratulations. All right, I was hoping to get the owner on this one too, but I don't. I shot this a little bit. This one best in show for best truck. 41 GMC C30 352. This truck is awesome. You know, I love that green truck and I've shot it, but this is so cool. I'm really happy for him. This thing's really neat, and this was best in show for trucks. So we had the 57 Chevy was best in show for cars. We had the 41 GMC truck was best in show for trucks. Really nice turnout, around 135, 140 cars, so good turnout. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap up the show here in Attleboro, Massachusetts Car Club, their 3rd annual show. We'll be back here again in October. Team did a great job. It was a good day, tons of cars, like over 130 cars. Really nice turnout. We were fortunate enough to take a trophy. This is probably the trophy I'm most proud of because this was a really tough group of cars to win something in, so I'm very proud of the trophy today. We did a nice job. The car showed up well. We had a lot of great conversations with a lot of amazing people. Got to meet a ton more cool folks. You know, a lot of times people ask why I do this, and I do it because I get to meet people and talk to amazing people. We have a lot of fun. The car showed up well today. We still have some work to do under the hood to ensure that we win every time, but there were some beautiful cars here. Amazing Chevelles, beautiful Supras, a ton of cool stuff. So just always have fun, you know, lots of beautiful cars up here. Always grateful when we're able to take a trophy. With that, if you haven't done so far, please hit that like and subscribe button. Guys, I think I actually have like 10 or 12 days before I have any other events coming up. So there's not gonna be a lot going on for the next couple of weeks. We get back into show season with the Bass folks in like the first week of June. So I don't think through Memorial Day you're gonna see a whole lot of me, but it was great seeing everybody. Again, hit that like and subscribe, and we'll talk with everybody really soon. Thank you all.